Party people, this is your man Griff. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's see here. Let's get my banner going. I think I'll throw a little music on. Where's my music at? There we go. Come on now. Yeah, baby. All right now. hmm What's going on, party people? Where y'all coming from? I'm over here in the good old state of Virginia. My music down a little bit. There we go. All right, Sophia, rolling on up in here from Jersey. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, Steven. Man, I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on with you, dog? What's going on with you, man? Oh man, oh man. Today, man, life is just good, man. We just having fun, just enjoying ourselves. Make sure y'all hit the like button so YouTube will send out the notifications. Drop a where you're coming from in the chat, so YouTube will be like, oh, okay, there's some interaction. YouTube got that algorithm thing going on, so I'm not one to be asking y'all to hit like and all that stuff, but YouTube want me to say that, so I got to tell y'all. So you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you have already subscribed, and hit that notification bell, and drop a comment in there. Feel free to ask a question. If you got a question concerning the notary business, you can go ahead on and ask that. I'll make sure I hop on that and get to it for you. Hey, happy New Year to you. Good to see you there, Miss Rogers. Good afternoon to you. I greatly appreciate y'all coming in. So I tell y'all, I'm trying something new here. I'm about to show y'all. Okay, I'm about to do something different with the way I help notaries, and it's really more so up and coming or potential notaries. I've been doing some thinking and researching and praying and everything, and just trying to find the best way to help everybody. And as you all know, I got tons of videos on here dealing with all kinds of subjects and stuff. And the main thing, one of the cool parts about this channel is that you're not getting sold on stuff hardly ever. I mean, like, hey, go buy this, go buy that, and this is probably outside of the channel membership, this will be the only thing that or one of the few things that I probably like, hey, here's a way that you can get help and it'll cost. And it's only gonna be $10. Okay, let me tell y'all up front, $10. Okay, so what I'm looking at doing is having a one-on-one Zoom with people who have questions and they need answers. Now drop a one in the chat if you have been in a situation since being in this business or know someone that has questions but can't get answers from people when they try to reach out to them. If you know somebody like that, or maybe that was you at one point in time, put a one in the chat saying, hey, yeah, I tried to get help and I couldn't find anybody to give me any help that just answer some basic questions about the business, what direction it's going in, maybe ask some questions, answer some questions that would actually, help me to decide whether I even want to do this business. And that's one of the biggest things that I get all the time, that people like, I need help. And I just have a few questions that'll help me to determine whether or not I do this business. So y'all know I do a bunch of stuff for free. Pretty much everything I do for free outside of the channel membership, where those individuals who are channel members, they don't have to do this new thing that I'm doing, because I meet with them all the time, talk to them a lot. And I just had a meeting with them last night, and we was up. We was on there for about, well, I was on the Zoom for about maybe 6 hours, and we had people hop on and hop off, did document review, all that kind of stuff. So the members, they know I helped them. Yep, my man here, he's a channel member. That's what that little symbol means. And me and him, we was answering questions, showed him some documents to get his focus the way it needs to be, so that he'll know how to attack this business. So that's the whole thing. So what I'm seeing in 2025 is that I gotta make some adjustments on my own schedule so that I can be more efficient and more effective and get more revenue coming in from my loan closes. And I ain't talking, because there's some opportunities that are out there that I'm starting to get, or really not even starting, but I have. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to adjust my whole schedule around. I can't, I gotta start printing documents a little bit early in the evening, not always at 1-2 o'clock in the morning. Got to get to bed a little bit. I'm always gonna get to bed probably about midnight, 1 o'clock. That's my thing, But there's a lot of stuff that I need to do, and right now I have time to actually do it earlier in the evening. But then at the same time, there are people who have been contacting me that really need some help, got some questions, and now trying to find time is getting harder. And I said, I got to figure out a way to do this, but taking advice from a lot of you that have called and talked to me and said, Griff, people need to pay you for your time. People need to at least do something. I said, how I'm going to make this happen? And I want it to always be to where it's the person who's talking to me gets more benefit out of it than I do. That's the number one thing. You got to get the benefit that you need out of it. So what's going on, Caprentice? I've received a lot of help from your videos. I watched the history, a lot of good info. Thank you to Stephen and everything. Yep, the videos are all inclusive. And one of the other things is there are a lot of human beings that do not want to look at the video. They don't want to take time to look at the videos or the whole video to get answers. And then there's individuals who, I need to talk to you. They want to talk. And this group of people coming in is different from the original group. They're different from apprentices who've been here for 4 years. These individuals really, here's the scenario. Right now, for the last year, on average, the person who I'm trying to help and talking to, by the time they get to me, they've heard or talked or looked at maybe 2 or 3 months worth of YouTube videos. And then somewhere along the line, they stumble across me. And then they say, hey, you're talking a little different than what these other cats are talking. I need to ask you some questions. And what I found out is that sometimes, not all the time, but people will talk to me, ask me, and I'm thinking that they're new in the business and I'm the first person. And then I come to find out what they're doing is comparing what I'm saying to what they've heard for the last 2-3 months. So I've been on the phone with them 20, 30, 40 minutes, and they're just, basically investigating. And I'm like, okay, sort of wasted my time there. I'm thinking you ready to rock and roll, or you're just trying to figure out why am I saying something different about the business than the other people and all of that. So me and the wife have talked, she told me I need to change some things on how I communicate with people who randomly call. So what I've decided to do, and I've been looking at this for over a year, but again, it has to give y'all value. If it's not giving you value, then I don't want to do it at all. And me and Terry was talking about it last night and stuff. And I've been working on this, putting this stuff together, the system and all of that I found for the last 12, 14 hours. Not straight, but I would say I put 12 hours worth of effort into it because I really want to make sure I'm doing stuff right and all of that. And thank you very much, Sophia. Thank you. I'm glad the videos have been helpful. So what I did was I got with a company that does scheduling. And I want the scheduling to be able to where people can book me at a certain time for for a certain duration, and the time is going to be 30 minutes. And I'm gonna do a test trial. I'm gonna test run this week, starting tonight, and I'm gonna do a test run to see how it works and whether this is something that I really want to work do with the various with people and I think it'll work. I really do, but it's gonna be up to them. Now, like people like Terry, Caprentice, their channel members, they don't have to do this. My man Frank, he's seasoned. Me and him talk from time to time. This isn't something that he will have to do. This is for people who they don't want to pay for the channel membership, but they do have some questions and they're concerned. They're not trying to pay somebody for mentorship, but they just need some help. And they got some specific questions. And I'm like, all right, cool. So more or less drive by questions and answers and people who need help. Okay. There's like, hey, I just heard about this business and I'm interested. And if you know somebody, I'll be more than happy. You just tell them. So I'm gonna have the link in the chat and all of that in a little bit. But I'm gonna show y'all what I got put together and give me your thoughts on it as we go through this. Okay. So have a site. I'm eventually change this graphic up here. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But and let me zoom in a little bit so we can see everything. So I have some policies. Or small policy and everything is subject to change for us the way I'm running this. You allow one cancellation with the one-time no fee reschedule. So if somebody books and then they cancel, they get one shot to reschedule at a time that I'm gonna select. And the fee that you're paying, which is $10, is non-refundable. Okay, if you're going to do a cancellation, it need to be at least 2 hours prior to the meeting. Okay. Now this is going to be my test one because I'm going to actually show y'all how the system works to schedule an appointment. So I'm going to use the free one here. This free one going to be gone once I'm finished this video, but I'm just showing y'all this so you can as a demo. So this here Q&A, this is the one-on-one Notary Q&A Zoom meeting. It's going to be Zoom, me and that person. And in here talks about the details, and this is, I know it's a little small, but it says this one-on-one 30-minute Zoom meeting is for an individual looking to get their basic questions answered about the notary business. Please fill out the Q&A intake form, and there's a link that's going to be sent to you, and the link will be sent after you register and pay. Please be on time and don't try to sneak a group of people on this one-on-one meeting. Integrity is very important in this business. Your camera must be on. Okay. Then here's just talking about me, my background, just basic stuff about my background, a booking policy and all of that, social media and all that good stuff. So if a person wants to book me, they can either click here or one of these here. And let's say if they want to click that, they get to choose from which online Zoom meeting. So this time, in this case, we're just going to click on the free one. You got the different times. Okay. They'll put their name. I'm just going to throw some stuff in here. The email that I want to use. Here it is. Comment if you want. The state that you're from. Need to know what state you're from if you want. SMS text message reminding, all of that good stuff, and then you just click confirm. From there, you'll see this. It's a link here, as well as it's going to be in your in the response email to you. But you can click this link, and what it's going to do is bring up this form, and you'll fill it out, put in your name. That way, I know who you name because the data doesn't transfer over. This is Google form. You enter your name and answer these questions. Please provide up to 4 questions you want answered or the area of technical help. Depending on the situation, if you have like a printing issue or trying to get signed up for SnapDocs or a signing service or something to that nature, I could probably help you out in 30 minutes or less. Okay. I'm more likely, I'm sure I can. But if I know what the issue is up front, that'll help me be prepared to assist you. The question is about how long you've been a notary public. Okay. Nope, then I'm not asking about the signing agent, loan signing stuff, because to me, all that's the same. I need to know how long you've been a notary public. I'm not asking about NNA stuff. Okay. Then I'm asking you here, let me zoom this in a little bit more. Then I'm asking you here, have you taken any orders, loan closing, non-loan closing? And the reason why I'm saying non-loan closing, because not everybody is familiar with the term G&W, general notary work, okay? So non-loan closing, estate planning, apostille. If so, provide some details. Then the question is, have you taken any notary training provided by your state, if they provide it? It's either yes or no. These questions here is, have you taken training from someone you have seen on the internet or that was referred to you? Okay. So that means somebody, like you personally saw somebody on the internet, and like, I'm gonna do that training. Or somebody said, hey, you should do this person's training. I would like to know, because that helps me to understand the angle you're coming from, because each trainer rolls differently. And then I have a clearer understanding as to what you might be asking or why you're asking the questions you're asking, if I understand. Because each person, when they go to these trainers, y'all ask questions based off of what you heard that trainer said. And I've been talking to enough people over the last 5 years to sort of figure out, okay, now I got it. So I need to know who that is. Okay. Then, are you currently or previously a part of a mentorship or coaching program? If so, who is the mentor or coach? Do you have your notary equipment? Okay. Because one time I was talking, well, several times I was talking to somebody. Let me come back to y'all for a second, and feel free to ask any questions down there. One time I was talking to somebody for like 20, 30 minutes, might have been a little bit longer, and come to find out they didn't even have the notary equipment. They had everything else. They was NNA certified, all of that stuff, but no equipment. I'm like, man, I should have asked that first. Then there have been times I've talked to people, they got everything, but they don't have a notary stamp. They're not even NNA certified. They're not even, and then one person hadn't even become a notary yet, but they're asking me all these questions about being a notary. And that's when I started thinking, I'm gonna have to start charging, because the people that's coming now aren't people who are like, hey, I'm in the business and just give me, hey, just okay, around that corner, that's okay, got it. Talk to you later, goodbye. It's, hey, I saw this thing, and they're coming as if they're part of the business, and I'm trying to talk to them as if they're part of the business, and then I find out they're not. So they're like, well, what's this? What's that? And one question I might add in there is, do you understand what a notarial certificate is? Because that's what I found out a lot of people don't know. So these things have helped me to understand what's going down with this person, and then I can streamline my way of helping them. And feel free to ask any questions concerning this or just the notary business in general. So, all right, so let me pull something else up over here for y'all. I need to get my email. All right, hold on one brief moment. Oh yeah, let me turn my music off. My bad, y'all. Hey, y'all, if I forget to turn my music off, y'all remind me, because I be forgetting. Because a lot of times I don't hear it, and then it just popped in my head. The music was playing. All right, so here's the email that you'll receive. This is the email you'll receive. All right, you'll receive this email. This is the Gmail format. Now, I can't guarantee how it will look in your Yahoo or AOL, stuff like that. But this is the email you'll get. This is a link to that form. You can cancel if you want. You can cancel right there and everything. And now in this case, yeah. And then once you're ready, you'll have the Zoom meeting link and all that good stuff. And the Zoom meeting link will be in here and all of that on the other one. Okay, on the actual one, that's where the Zoom meeting link will be. And then you'll click on that link and then you'll get into the thing at that time. Okay. Um, and all of that. So I didn't set it up for this one here to be to do that. I just got the name of it this here 15 minutes, but I didn't connect it to the Zoom. So that's simply it. Okay. The point that I'm trying to do here is help people who need help. Cost is only $10. So right now, and let me go back so y'all can see. One brief moment. Hold on one brief moment. All right. Any questions? I'm just trying to pull something up because this is a brand new system for me to be playing with. So I'm still trying to learn the ins and outs of it. Hold on one little small moment here. All right, hold on one moment. Like I told y'all, I'm trying to find. Hold on one moment. So tell me, what do y'all think about this? Do y'all think this can help someone that you know? Because I know most of the people that are in here right now, y'all are like, "Hey, man, we good," and I feel you on that. I do feel you on that. That you're good on that. So do you feel that this can help you out in any way, shape, or form? Um, if so, let me know because okay, there we go. All right, I think I got it fixed now. All right. Let me bring my camera back up so I can see. So, what are your thoughts on this here? Do you think this is something that can help someone that you know? Because my thing is, I really want to try to help people out. I really want people to get the help that they need so that they can determine whether or not this is something that they really, really want to do. And some people want to do this business, hands down, no ifs, ands, or buts. But other people are like, I don't know. And what I want to do is be more efficient in my time and effort out here, um, helping people and working with folk, so that way everybody will come in right and exact. Because one of the problems that we have, or that some people have had, is that they'll get in here and they'll here you go. Let me show y'all this here. So here's how it will look with your meeting link. Okay, I changed it up. So your video call, you will click that and your meeting link will be right there. Because some people are really, really need help. And one of the problems that I think some of y'all, and if you've experienced this, do you feel that when you first got in this business, you overpaid to be in the business because you really didn't know what the business was all about? You listened to what people were saying in social media, but you really didn't know what this business was about because nobody really shared that with you. Now, I share it with people now, on my channel, but do you feel, put type of two in the chat if you feel you would have benefited from something like this? And like I said, this is something new for me. This is something I'm just now thinking about doing or really trying to implement. I've thought about it for like 2 years, but I really wasn't sure whether or not how to make it beneficial to the people who could use it, who I believe could use it, and then help them to understand they can use it. So anybody got any thoughts or any feelings concerning having a quick 30-minute Q&A session to just like answer your questions? Because people have asked me, called to say, hey, what is a notary public? How does this work? What does a notary certificate is? Like my man, he was asking me, hey, I want to, what's the flow of how the document, how do I get the documents? I mean, it's questions like that, and that can take actually 30 minutes. It can take some time to sit down, like, this is what you need to know, boom, and then help a person out. Right. My man here, he said he could have used that. Terry said the price is good. You know what their concerns and questions they'll need answered from a pre-questionnaire. Hopefully, if they pay for it before, they won't. Right, they're gonna. Yeah, it's set up to where in order to book, you got to pay for it at that time. You got to pay right then and there, and all of that. And I guess for full transparency, so people can see. Let me move that out the way. So, like, if they were to pick a date, 10 p.m., and then all of that. All right, able to hit that, take you to a pay thing, and then they fill out the pay stuff, and then boom, that's it. And everything else, the same. Got a little timer over here. I don't know how to turn that off yet, but got a little timer on here, and then boom. And then that way they can book it. And then once I get the notification, I'm going to meet with them. Now, the time frame that I'm currently looking at. Let me come back to y'all real quick. This week I'm gonna start this evening. Sunday, the what the heck is this? The 12th, starting at I believe 8:30. I'm going to start doing this, and I'm gonna clear my calendar out so I don't have any appointments on there. And this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think maybe even Thursday in the evening. So today is going to be starting at 8:30. The rest of the week is going to be 9 to 11. Okay. And you'll see the time periods up there, 9 to 11, because that's going to probably be the best time for me. There's no way I can do this 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. If I was full time trainer and stuff, yes, I could, but there's no way I can do that right now. There's no way. So I figured, in the evening, once I'm done with my day, I'm not doing any nighttime closings. So I say I'm free and clear to work with the people. And then you schedule your time. We'll get up there. We'll hit it, and then boom, and help you out. And one thing I would ask is that you do not go up there and book the whole day, the whole night, 9 to 11. Just to have me on here for. I want to be able to help as many people as possible. Let's come in, ask your questions, get your answers, and then rock and roll. Okay. I know one of the questions people was asking about recording. I can record. That would probably. I'm trying to keep the costs down for people. I don't want to be charging nickel and diming people. So I may still record, but if you want me to, then I got to go download the thing, set it up and then provide it to you. That may end up being an additional cost, and we'll discuss that if you really want that. I'll figure something out, but I really hadn't thought about trying to do that and everything. But I think that could be a good resource for you to be able to do, and I have ways of making it happen through like Dropbox and providing you a link to it that'll be just for you. So we can discuss that in the session if you want if you want a copy of it. We'll make sure, we're not talking about any personal information, too personal information, showing PII stuff up there and all of that. But the link will be just to you. You will be able to see that and everything. So I haven't figured out how to make that optional on here, do like to select yes, you want it or no, you don't, and everything. Um You said that's more work for you and it's only 30 minutes. Yeah, that's why I mean I have to now one of the things I do have to record the session to protect myself, because not everybody is as quality as y'all, and somebody will get in here and I have, how I'm just transparent, hop in here just to try to, trip me up with some mess and then be claiming that I said something or did something or said something about somebody or whatever, and I want to be able to, I'm like, nah, I got it I got it recorded, you know. So that's the only reason why I really like I will record it to protect myself as well as you and everything and all of that. But that's what I'm looking at doing, what's right, yeah, Jane. This is don't worry about this isn't for y'all. This is for if you're not a channel member. Now, like my man Henry, he's been in the business a while, he'll call me straight up. But if you're new and you're trying to get this business going, you know, and I'm here to help. Now, if nobody contacts, nobody hops on, nobody does their thing, then you know what? We good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. Nobody wants it or needs it, not a problem. I'm good with it. I'm good with it, and I will just do what I need to do and make it happen. Like I need to, and everything for everybody else and stuff. So, and then what I'm doing here is getting rid of all of these appointments that I just put up there, so that everything will be free and clear tonight. So, any questions about anything else concerning the notary business? Is there any questions about anything else concerning the notary business that you have, that you're concerned about, something that you may have heard, any of that? There was a question somebody asked, and I gotta go, and I meant to look it up so I can answer it tonight. Um, I'll have to go back and do that later. I have to probably do another video about that. But somebody had asked me a question, and I had told them that I would address it, and I was going to do it on Friday, and I forgot. Oh, well, I was too tired. I was wore out, and so I'll find a way to do that for them and stuff. Any questions about anything? It ain't got to be about this. And I know y'all will be honest with me, so I haven't seen anybody told me that's a dumb idea or hey Griff, what's wrong with you? No. So I would assume that it's okay. So if you know anybody, and what I'm going to do right now, I gotta check one last thing here. Let me check one thing here. Oh, let me get rid of the services. Let me turn off that free thing. All right. And okay. So we look like we are good to go. Nine, boom, boom. All right. I think we are good to go. Yep. All right. So, any questions, any concerns, any thoughts about the business, about something you heard about the business, anything? Because sometimes I want to hear from y'all. I really do like to hear from y'all. And don't be bashful, shy. Nobody's gonna blast you, get on you, and all that. If they do, we got moderators in here. They get kicked right on out. Nobody's gonna, cuss you out or make you feel bad because you asked a question and all of that. Nobody's gonna do that to y'all. If you got a question, you need to ask it so you can get the help that you need. So you can move forward. So that's what this is all about. Um, that's what this is 100% all about. So, any questions, any concerns? Finally signed up for signing order. Notary was wondering reasonable fees. Okay, let me do something real quick. Let me hold on 1 second, and I will. All right, reasonable fees is primarily whatever you feel you want to be paid for those things that they got listed. That notary resume is public facing. So if somebody just randomly looking for a notary and they're like, hey, I'm looking for a notary, and they use that site and they see you and they click on your profile, then you can say, this is what I charge. Those fees do not equate to anything that you get towards the orders you get on signing order. So notary resume signing order are one and the same. Your profile from signing order is on notary resume, but the fees you say on notary resume isn't what they look at for signing order. If they're saying I'm only going to pay $100 for this, and you say you want 150 for whatever, that's what signing order. That's what the company is. The companies on signing order are not basing what they pay you off of that profile. And I wish they would make that clear. If they have, I haven't seen it, but that is not what that means. That does not mean, okay, you do this and you will get this fee. That's not what it means. You put it over there. All it means is that if somebody was to randomly come across notary resume and look up a notary, you're letting them know what their fees are. How do you determine your fees? One of the simplest ways that I've concluded that you can do that is by looking at other notaries, maybe 20 of them in your area, because you can search your zip code on there and it'll pull up all the notaries. You go and look at the fees that they're charging, and then you're like, okay, well, I see, and you can just eyeball it. I see the average fee for this is that, boom, 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 and then you can decide whether you want to charge the same. It's that simple. But the signing companies, they don't, they're not, they're going to charge what they charge. I mean, pay out what they pay out. So you don't have to worry about, yeah, so you don't have to worry about whether or not, I'm just checking something here. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to worry about, that, that's not going to affect that, or if I put 200 for reverse mortgage, they ain't looking at that, because if all they're paying is 85, that's what they just going to pay. That's what they're going to kick out there. And we talked about this last night in the members meeting. One of the things that a lot of people don't understand, and again, thanks y'all for hitting the like button. One of the things a lot of human beings don't understand who are notaries is that the signing company has a contract with a title company. And that contract between the signing company and the title company has certain things that the signing company is supposed to do and their fee structure. So the title company sets the fee structure to the signing company. The signing company sets the fee structure to the notary. So when people say, oh, you need to negotiate, how do you negotiate up when the person who you're negotiating to is already restricted as to what they can pay you? If the signing company is restricted, meaning they have a contract that says we will only get 150 for refis. And out of that 150 for refis, that company has decided I'm going to pay you 75. You say, based off of what everybody tells me on the internet, I need 100 or 125, 150. Well, how do you get that if all they got is 150? They give you 75, they keep 75. It's a 50-50 split. So they're not getting more than you or less than you. Y'all getting the same. Well, that's cool, but I want this dollar amount. Okay, you want that. So now how do you convince them to give you the dollar amount that you want? Meaning they go from having a 50-50 split to where they only getting $50 instead of 75. And if they're bill structure is based off of them making so much money at $75 a pop. How do they pay their bills? Well, I don't care about that, Griff. I know you don't care, and they know you don't care. That's why they just give you what they give you, and you keep it moving. You either accept it or you reject it. Because the title company has an agreement with the signing company, and the title company may have already told them that in this agreement, you agree to only do orders. That if you do have to pay the notary more, it's only in these circumstances. So if these circumstances exist, then you can do it. If those circumstances don't exist, then you're not paying them anymore. I mean, we're not giving you any more money to pay them. So if they want 125 out of the 150 we paying you, well, you can pay them 125. That's between you and them. I'm paying you what we agreed upon. See, the signing company has an agreement. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but the signing company has an agreement with the title company to receive X amount of dollars for these orders, depending on the type they are. The notary has agreed to receive this. So they put the word out and say, hey, we paying 85 for this. You good? Okay, click. Yeah, we'll sign it to you. Well, I really want 125. You hit it. I told you what I'm paying. Yeah, I know, but I know you got more money than 85. Well, yes, I do. And that money is for me. Well, see, that ain't right. You should be paying me more. Look at all the stuff that I'm doing for you. I mean, you couldn't get this done if it wasn't for me. We're going to get it done in spite of you. We'll find somebody else. Because the signing company, again, they're under contract with the title company. And this is the ignorant part that is out here in this business, is that you got notaries out here telling folk to go out here and act this way, and they don't realize that they really can't do that. They really can't you can't really negotiate up. You see what I'm saying? It says here, I know you're out in Virginia, but do you know any Missouri notaries who might know the climate of business in the St. Louis? Not off the top of my head. If any, not off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Not off the top of my head. I can't say, because we always talk about every area is different. So that's what's going on when it comes to these fees. So knowing that, so let's just say what I just shared with you is true. The question now becomes, how do you navigate that? Okay, that makes sense. I tried to negotiate twice just to try, and they ended up choosing someone else. I don't know if I will ever try that again. Yeah, and see, and then the bad part is people will try to punk you down and make you feel bad about not trying to negotiate. Now, if you're dealing with a title company, guess what? The title company is under the same restrictions with the lender. In some cases, they can negotiate. You can negotiate with them, and they might be able to get more depending on the circumstance or what have you. But you have to remember this: the person who's ultimately paying us is the person who is signing those papers on that loan. That person who's signing the papers for that refinance, for that purchase, for that sale, they are the ones. It's the notary fee is a pass-through fee going from the signers, passing through all those other hands to us. So if the lender and the title company says, well, we don't want to overcharge, or we only value the effort that a notary has to put in doing this at this dollar amount here, well, the notary says, nah, I value it here. And they're like, well, we understand what a notary is supposed to do, and you need to bring down your expectations. And you're saying, no, you need to bring yours up. And they're like, we've been in this business 15,000 times longer than you, so that ain't happening. Unless there's a certain situation that has arisen that requires us to give you more money for some reason. We're not giving you any more money just because you say you want it. Well, you're not paying me what I'm worth. Well, you haven't even done the daggone signing yet. So how can we determine your worth if you ain't even done no work for us? And even if you have done some work for us, you're doing what you're supposed to do. So is what you're supposed to do worth this? And then if so, then how do you prove that to me, the person who controls the purse strings, to give you what you say you're worth. It's no different than in your W-2. You it's three. You get your raise, and your raise was 2%, but you want 3%. Well, we've already told you, in order to get 3%, you got to be here. You are down here. You are down here. And the only reason why we're giving you 2% is because you've been consistent. You done good work down here, but you ain't getting 3%. And you keep running your mouth, you ain't even gonna get 2%. And y'all know this is true. So, how do you get the person who controls the money to give you what you want just because you want it? We face that every single day. That'll be like you go to the grocery store and you got your little soda thing, and the machine said, "Yeah, I know this is supposed to be $1.15, but we want $2.15." You're like, "Nah, this said we need. I don't have the extra to give you." And then what do you do? What do you do when your soda can comes up at a price that it's not? You thought it was going to be 115, but you scanned it and, oh man, this that you put it back. How many times have you told your youngins, your children, hey, go take that back? What? Put that cereal back. I ain't got no daggone money to be buying that expensive cereal. Put that notary back schedule. We ain't got no money to be paying that old expensive notary. See, y'all gotta be careful who you listen to. You got to be careful who you listen to, because people will have you twisted out here thinking that you better than what you are and that you run stuff. And then you roll up on some of these companies talking about what you want and what they're gonna you better give me. And they're gonna be like, all right, dog. Oh, it's like that. All right, cool. Okay, we got you. We got you. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you need to mind your business and watch these folk, because they will have y'all out here doing stuff that you should not be doing. Okay, I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. So that was a great question. Hope the answer wasn't too long, but I hope that the answer was what you needed, and all of that. And then let me do this real quick. I'm going to post a link. Let me do post a link in the where is oh where is the regular chat? Oh, here it is. There's my chat. So I'm gonna post it in the live chat. Hold on 1 second. Let me get. Ah, there it is. All right. So, and then I'm gonna pin this to my top, and then at the end of the live stream, I will. And I've waited to put it in here because I didn't want y'all to be running in there. Oh man, hold on. Let me check something. Ah, daggone it. It messed up my link got messed up. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I might have to. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just hold on. Let me just put the link by itself in there, because for some reason it is. All right. There's the link by itself. All right. I don't know what is going on with YouTube tonight. Can't even put my stuff in there. All right, there we go. All right. I don't know what's going on. I'll try to figure that out. And I don't know why my stuff is freezing up. All right. You say I haven't had my commission for about a year, but haven't started yet. Is it still worth it, or is it Um, stuff is always going to be oversaturated with just the sheer volume of people. The question is, how do you separate yourself from all of them to where you stand out? And that's the key. You got to be able to stand out. So you have to take the same approach that you have at your job. There's a lot of people at your job that's trying to get 3%. How do you go about standing out? In other words, you learn that industry, you learn your job, and you do real well with it. And then when it comes time for you to go out here and bust a move, you do your thing. Um, the key thing is you just actually have to do great work, and you have to find a way to do great work. And if you can figure that out, then you will be okay. Honestly, you will be okay if you can figure out how to just basically do the job. Once you understand the job and then do the job, you can be okay. There we go. I finally got it fixed. There we go. So yes, it's going to be oversaturated. It's going to stay oversaturated because you got a whole bunch of people out here constantly telling everybody to come in this business, running around with money stacks and all that kind of stuff, talking about this business is this, that, and the other. So that's going to be the thing. It's going to stay oversaturated. Okay, but as I would say, one gentleman, Bill Soroki, he said it's not oversaturated if you're going to be an exceptional notary. So if you're going to rise above all the crap out here with people doing and stop and don't be a bum notary, then up here the quality notaries, it's not oversaturated. There's plenty of business out here for notaries. Now it takes some time to get there. Now, if you're in a position where you don't have time and you gotta be making $6,000-7,000 a month right now, honestly, this may not be the business for you. But if you got some time and willing to put in the effort, you can get there. How fast depends on the market. So just like James Glasgow was asking about, what's the market in this area? It varies. It varies, but there's all kinds of other notary work out there. And see, here's the other side of the house. I think if you just have the mindset to make money with your notary stamp, as my friend Star McQueen says, make money with your notary stamp. When the opportunity comes for you to do an order, you'll do it. So I got called to do an order today. Actually, they was trying to get me to come Friday. This elderly lady, she I've done stuff for her in the past. So I told her I'd come over Saturday, and I'll be honest with the snow and all that stuff, I forgot. She called me. I said, no problem, man. I apologize. I'll be there Sunday, 11 o'clock. I didn't get to her until 1:45 because I forgot. I forgot to put it on my calendar. And I told her, I said, I got over there to her, got her taken care of, and I wasn't going to charge her anyway. She still paid me. She paid me $20. I was like, thank you, ma'am. That was basically my travel fee. I was like, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. She said, no, I appreciate you coming and stuff. I know you're busy and all of that, and she's like, I'm just sitting here in the nursing home. So I said, no problem, ma'am. And I said, I talked to her for a little bit and everything. We got all the paperwork notarized for her and everything. And she said her son will be over there tomorrow to pick it up. And I said, okay, no problem. I got you covered. So whenever work comes in, if I can do it, I'm doing it. I have to be really, really booked or tired in order for me not to do it. So there was an order that got all the way up to $210. I didn't do it because I was dog tired and I had things that I really needed to get done. And I was like, I can't go do this order because in my mind, I'm not going to be there because I know I need to be home getting this done. So I let the $210 order go and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Said that's solid advice. Customers like a notary that knows their stuff, very hard to find. Yeah, we need to know what the heck we're doing. And that's the key thing. See, everybody's worried about trying to get notaries, stop notaries from taking orders of a certain dollar amount. but nobody's really helped. Very few are helping notaries to know how to do the job correctly. I don't think. Now, I'm gonna ask this question, and y'all put a one in the chat if you agree with it or not. If the person, given the fact, if you have the money and the person that is doing some kind of work for you is doing it to the level that they need to do, and they tell you what the price is, you really won't have any problem paying them. And in some cases, even if you don't have the amount that you need to pay them, because you for some reason don't have, let's just say it's $200, but all you got is 125. If they did you right, or as we say in the street sometimes, they did you a solid, you'll call, hey, yo, Fred, look, man, can you spot me $75? Look, man, I'm good for a dog. But can you spot me? Because look, man, this dude took good care of me. This lady, she took real good care of me, and I need to pay her. I need to do her right and exact, man. Now, for me, I run across that all the time with me. Somebody do me good. That's why I say type of one in the chat. If that statement is true, that if you are being done correctly by somebody, you will go above and far above and beyond to make sure that person gets properly paid. You won't even question what they're charging you. Now, unless you're just a cheap person and you just, I don't pay nobody. But if you really want to do right by people, and that person has done you good, came out and hooked you up at a time when and met your need, you're like, look, okay, look, all I got is 125. Can you please let me roll? And I promise you, I will get you the money. Okay. Matter of fact, hold on. You be like, hold on. Yo, Raphael. Hey, what's up, SA? What's up, Lebase? Go man la tila pato. Yeah. Hey, look, man. Hey, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Yeah, what's going on, man? Hey, let this guy know you're gonna spot me $75 so I can pay him, man. He did me a solid, hooked the car up, but all I had is 125. Yo, man, look, what's your cash out, man? I cash out you the 75 right now. That's what you'll do when somebody do you good. You'll go above and beyond. So why don't you have that same daggone attitude? Why don't you have the same attitude in going out here and doing your notary business the right way? Stop letting these suckers con y'all into making you feel bad about being an apostille or general notary or loan closing or estate planning or whatever you decide to do, and stop making them make you feel bad about the dollar amounts. It ain't none of their business. Nobody cared about how much you made in your W-2. So why are you caring about what I'm doing in my own personal LLC business or sole proprietor business? Why are you pocket watching me now? And what are you doing to actually help me to get work? No, you want me to pay you all this daggone money for all of this time to sit with you, but you ain't really helping me get to where I need, because when I need you and I call, I can't get you on the phone. Now, not everybody's like that. There's some few, there are men and women that you get them on the phone, they'll help you out. And this is why I'm doing the phone call thing, the 30 minutes, because there are people out here who they're paying for all kinds of trainings and this, that, and the other. And guess what? They're not getting help at all. They're not getting any help whatsoever. And they're paying for $400 and $500, and nobody will answer a question for them. They say, oh, just talk to the people in the Facebook group. But none of the people in the Facebook group even got the slightest clue about what they're doing. So you're asking people who are in the same state or a lesser state than what you are in, how to get to a higher state. Everybody you're talking to is either at the level that you are or below, and you're asking them information to take you to the next level. How are they supposed to? In what world does that supposed to happen? The person who has the knowledge is supposed to make themselves available to the people who are up and coming and lacking of knowledge to elevate them to the next level. But we don't have that in the notary business. as a standard of practice. And if you do have somebody, it's costing you a premium. And even when you need, it's like, can you be there when I need you? See, I don't need this. What we're doing here is cool. But what's needed when you're stuck in a signing? Hey, what's going on? Okay, yeah. You got it? Yeah. All right, cool. Bye. That's what you need. That's what I provide to people who are my channel members. I provide them that. Those who hit the join button, those channel members with the little fancy logo body name, that's what I provide them. Okay. They can call me when they got stuff going on. But what I'm trying to do now is for people who are, hold on 1 second. Where is it? So for people who are interested in this business, I'm providing this at $10 for 30 minutes. All right. $10, 30 minutes. You hit me up and we'll do what we do. Okay. We'll do what we do. So I got to change my calendar because I'm not going to be doing on Sundays and Mondays. But right now, that's just what it is. So any other questions, concerns, so forth and so on? Any other questions or concerns? But the saturation point of the notary business, um, right now, anything you do out here is going to be somewhat saturated. It really is. It really is. It's going to be somewhat saturated. You're just going to have to find a way to be the top dog. That's really what it boils down to. You're going to have to find a way. I'm just checking something here. You're just going to have to find a way to be the top dog. And if you can figure that out, oh man, you got it going all day, every day. I'm telling you, you're going to have it going on. If you can find a way to all right. So I guess we good to go. Nobody got any additional questions. I guess everybody is straight. All hearts and minds are clear, as they were said in the church. Okay. And I just need to check one last thing here. All right. So yeah, so I got it set up right now for just these first 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of that. And then I gotta do my time. I gotta redo my time thing. But if you want to talk, like I said, the links there. And then once this live stream is over, I'll put it in the actual description as well as in the pinned comments. And matter of fact, let me go ahead on and do that now. Put that in the description and stuff. Let me put that in the description right there. All right. So I just put that in the description. If you refresh, you'll see it in the description. And anything else. So any other comments, suggestions about what I'm doing? If y'all got an idea, think something that I might be able to do better, I'm drop it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to take it under advisement and see how I can implement it. You know me, I'm all for help and suggestions from the party people. I really am. I really am. So if nothing else, I guess we can call it a night, evening, all of that. Go down here and fix me a little something else to eat and get my documents and stuff printed out for tomorrow. And we should be good to go. So thank y'all for your time, all of that good stuff. I honestly wasn't planning on being on here an hour. Thought I was just gonna be on here for 30 minutes, but 30 minutes is the limit on the phone on the Zoom thing, but we unlimited here. All right. Look, y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later. Peace.